Have you ever noticed that women especially are drawn to men's spaces in a way that men are not drawn to women's spaces at all? As a matter of fact, I've led several men's spaces, okay? And they came about as a product of being in a part of a big spiritual community. Fit for Service. I was a part of Fit for Service, and I opted to start a single men's circle. Not just a men's circle, but a single men's circle. And in posting about it to the group, I saw several women inquire about it and ask if they could actually attend in silence. Think about that for a second. Would you ever, if you heard of a woman's circle, right? It already, just hearing that, it's like, stay away. I don't want to go to that. There's no part of me wants to be anywhere near a woman's circle. That is just a naturally repulsive thing. But the opposite is not true. Women love men's circles. Women actually, some women love environments where there are many men and little women. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed that there's always, wherever there are dudes, there's always at least one chick? Always. And I just finally figured out why. I've known about this for a long time. I knew the phenomenon, but I didn't actually figure out why. And why is actually very silly and straightforward, and I can't believe I never put it together before. Women can't stand to see men get together on their own, because when even one woman is present, the environment changes completely, and a lot of liberties are thrown out the window, including, but not limited to, being able to speak about women plainly. Have you ever noticed you cannot speak about women whenever there is a woman present? They get defensive. It's like you're insulting them, right? Men, though, right? They could talk. Women could talk as much crap as they want about men to our faces. Like women could literally look us to our face and say men are trash. We cannot. Imagine going off on women at a bar or something like that, and just being like, "Oh my God, women are so crazy." You get kicked out. You get labeled sexist. The women would be pissed. What do? We just take it on the chin. And that's why we need men's spaces. We need sacred men's spaces. We need men's only spaces. We lack men's only spaces, just like we lack male masculine initiation, like we used to do in our tribal days when we were 13. The men, all the men of the tribe would take us away. They'd take us up into the mountains, and they'd have ceremonies, and we'd do psychedelics and hunt, and there'd be ritual and test and trial and tribulation. And at the end, you would emerge a man, and you would return to the tribe, the rest of the tribe, and everyone would see you as a man from then on out. In some cases, the women would play along, and they would act like they don't even recognize their own boy when they first come back, because they wanted to play along and encourage the difference that's happened. We do not have that anymore. As a matter of fact, we have been like conditioned to think that like there's not really that much different between men and women, and more so that, like, because it's all about women's rights, women's this, women's that. Like, we like are meaningless. Like, we are worthless. Like, that's masculinity as a sacred sexuality has been stomped on. And it's so bad that we believe it. We believe we are worthless. Like, we don't carry ourselves as men. We are men. You understand? We're not just people. They're women, we're men. And it's time for us to carry ourselves like that. And it happens, it's going to be a long process, unfortunately, but it happens with sacred men's circles. We need to bring them back. Look, it's even illegal. It's not illegal to have a women's only business. You can have a women's only gym. But in a lot of places, it's illegal to have a men's only gym. You might think, well, who would go? I honestly bet you a lot of people would go to a men's only gym, especially with all the ratchet TikTok bullcrap that they got spewing everywhere. You take a 2-second glance, and then they frame you on their video. Let's leave. Let's leave these women. We need our own spaces, boys. We need our own fucking spaces. Sacred masculinity is coming back, and it starts with sacred men's circles. We need everyone to get them going, like all across the nation right now.